Hi everyone. This is All India Bar Exam 17th question paper set C. The first question herewith you can observe Section 12 of Hindu Maintenance and Adoption Act 1956 deals with. So here they have given four options. Rights of adoptive parents to dispose of their properties, effects of adoption, presumption as to the document relating to adoption. Go directly to the Bare Act. So, Hindu Succession Act. You will get the answer. Answer B. Effects of adoption. Section 12 specifies the legal effects when a child is adopted, including that they become the child of the adoptive parents for all purposes, severing ties from their birth family. That is, once the child get adopted, the adopted parents become the natural parents. The adopted child is deemed as a natural child of the adoptive parents for all purposes. And all the remaining ties with the biological family gets cut except for certain marriage prohibitions. Question number 2. Which of the following categories of cases will not be entertained as public interest litigation? Here they have given four options: family pension, petition from the riot victims, neglected children, and landlord tenant matter. So here the answer is landlord tenant matter. Bill does not cover purely private disputes like landlord tenant matter. Who is known as father of public interest litigation in India? So you all know the answer is nothing but the Justice P.N. Bhagavati. Justice P.N. Bhagavati played a important role in the Pill movement in India. Which of the following is not a real purpose of public interest litigation? So here they have given four options: vindication of the rule of law, facilitate effective access to justice, meaningful realization of fundamental rights, getting famous and making wealth. Here the answer is getting famous and making wealth. Pill is not meant for personal fame or wealth, but to uphold the rule of law and justice. In Husseinra cartoon versus State of Bihar, Dash emerged as a basic fundamental right: right to speedy justice, right to clean environment, right to free legal aid, none of this. So here the answer is right to speedy justice. Answer is A. The right to a speedy trial was affirmed as a fundamental right in this case. Which of the following writ can be issued against usurpation of public office? Mandamus, certiorari, quo warranto, prohibition. So, writ of quo warranto is the answer. Quo warranto is used to challenge the legality of persons occupying public office. Ridge v. Balvidin's case deals with natural justice. The case established the application of natural justice in administrative decisions. Meaning of audi alterum partem. A person cannot be condemned without being heard. That is, answer is A. Audi alterum partem. Here the term audi here itself showing the meaning of hearing, heard. A person cannot be condemned without being heard. It's a natural justice principle. Everyone must be given a fair hearing. Rules made by Bar Council of India in exercising its rule making power under Bar Council of India Act, that is the Advocates Act 1961. So C is the option. The Bar Council of India draws its rule making authority under the Advocates Act 1961. Which one of the following is not a ground of divorce in the Hindu Marriage Act? Mental disorder, venereal disease, incurable unsound mind, living separately for less than 3 months. Answer D. Living separately for less than 3 months. Explanation. Living separately for less than 1 year is not a ground. So, here the option D is the answer. Indian Christians can obtain divorce under which of the following enactments? Answer is C. Indian Divorce Act 1869. So, Indian Divorce Act 1869 applies to Christians. If any advocate is aggrieved by an order of disciplinary committee of State Bar Council made under section 35 of the Advocates Act, or Advocate General of the state may prefer and appeal to the Bar Council of India within how many days of the date of communication of order? This is under the section 35. The answer is 30 days. The limitation period is 30 days. ABC Private Limited Company choose to convert itself into a public company. It can do so by altering its memorandum of association and articles of association and by passing answer is special resolution. Conversion requires a special resolution. Doctrine of lifting off or piercing the corporate veil is associated with company law. Explanation is so here this doctrine of lifting or piercing the corporate veil is used in company law to look beyond corporate personality. Under which section of the Environment Protection Act 1986 an appeal to National Green Tribunal lies? Section 7A. Which one of the following fundamental duties relates to environmental protection? Answer is B. Option B. Article 51A G. 51A G, according to it, the duty to protect and improve the environment. 51A G. These are fundamental duties. Mr. A, who was aggrieved by an order made by controller or an adjudicating officer, made an appeal to Cyber Appellate Tribunal. Later, Mr. A, aggrieved by an order of Cyber Appellate Tribunal, may prefer an appeal only in High Court. Appeals from Cyber Appellate Tribunal go to the High Court. Mr. X, a person who is intended by Mr. Y, an originator to receive the electronic record, is under the IT Act known as addressee. So, here Mr. X, a person who is intended by Mr. Y, an originator to receive the electronic record under the IT Act is known as addressee. The person whom the record is intended is the addressee. The minimum number of members required for registration of a trade union is 7. So it is according to the Trade Union Act. Coming to 20th question, the text of the certified standing orders shall be prominently posted by the employer in which language? So here the question is regarding the standing orders posting and its language, and in the language understood by the majority of his workmen. So language specified in 8th schedule of the constitution is the answer. So must be given in a language understood by majority, that is any in 8th schedule. An advocate may, while practicing, take up teaching of law in any educational institution which is affiliated to a university, so long as the hours during which he is so engaged in the teaching of law do not exceed which hours? How many hours? Here the question per day. So answer is 3 hours. As per the advocate's rules, right to take up law teaching 1979, a practicing advocate can teach law up to 3 hours per day in an affiliated institution. In which of the following landmark case the advocate was held guilty of professional misconduct as he had forged the court order? The answer is Babulal Jain versus Subhash Jain. Explanation: in this case, the advocate was held guilty for forgery of a court order, amounting to professional misconduct. Next, suppose road accident occurs. Then, being an advocate, what is the correct way of approaching the situation? So, here 4 options were given. So, we all know first we have to file the FIR, then it has to go for petition, then summon to the insurance company. That is the order. So answer is A. The correct approach starts with lodging an FIR, then filing a petition, followed by summoning the insurance company during accident claim proceedings. The principle of ubi jus ibi idem remedium was recognized in. Here 4 options given. Ubi jus ibi remedium means where there is a right, there is a remedy. Recognized in Ashby versus White case. So answer is C. Gloucester Grammar School case is a landmark case based on which of the following maxim? Answer is damnum sine injuria. This case illustrates the principle of damnum sine injuria, damage without legal injury. The National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission under Consumer Protection Act 2019 shall have the jurisdiction to complaints where the value of the goods or services paid as consideration exceeds rupees. Answer is 50 crores. The NCDRC handles complaints where the value exceeds 50 crores as per Consumer Protection Act 2019. Under Section 41 of Consumer Protection Act 2019, an appeal from the order of District Commission lies to State Commission. Any party aggrieved by the order of the District Commission may appeal to the State Commission. For an individual to be deemed to be resident in India in any previous year, one of the condition is, so here given 182 days, 180 days, 181 days, 360 days. Answer is, if he is in India for a period of 182 days or more during the previous year. Explanation: as per Income Tax Act, an individual must be in India at least 182 days during the previous year to qualify as resident. Mr. Kapoor purchased a residential house in January 2021 for rupees 80 lakhs. He sold the house in April 2022 for rupees 94 lakhs. In this case, the gain of rupees 14 lakhs arising on account of sale of residential house will be charged to tax under which of the following head? We all know it is from the income from capital gains. Profit on sale of a capital asset is taxable under the head income from capital gains. A person who has ultimate control over the affairs of the factory under Factories Act 1948 is called as. Answer is occupier. The person with ultimate control over the factory is termed as occupier under Section 2N of Factories Act. If the factory employs more than 1,000 workers, they should appoint qualified dash to carry out the prescribed duties. Answer is safety officer. Factories Act mandates appointment of safety officers when 1,000 plus workers are employed.